really. Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be showing you how to manually shift your Infiniti G37 or G35. I've got my 2009 G37. It is the sport model, so I have the paddle shifter, but we're going to show you how to manually shift it without the paddle shifters. Yes, even if you're the regular G35, regular G37, this will work. So we're going to cover how to upshift, how to downshift, and a couple of the cool tricks that actually makes it a lot easier and more enjoyable to use the manual shifting on your Infiniti G35 or G37. So if you're looking at your regular G35, G37, you probably don't have this, paddle shifters here, but you have the plus and minus right over here. And you can activate the manual shifting by going into drive and then flicking it to drive sport. So you can see right here, it says DS. But now if I flick it up, which is upshifting, it will go to the first gear. Obviously I'm not moving. But to downshift, you're gonna go ahead and pull it like this. Upshift is this. Downshift, pull it here. So we're gonna go out on the road and show you how to upshift, what RPMs are safe enough to upshift that, what RPMs are good for downshifting, and a couple of the cool tricks that will make it really enjoyable. And once you learn how to manually shift your G35, G37, it's gonna be insanely fun. So with that being said, let's go out on the road so I can show you how to manually shift your G35 and G37. Alright guys, so we're out on the road and we're going to show you how to manually shift your Infiniti G37 or G35. I do have the sport model, so I have the paddle shifter, but we're not going to be using the paddle shifter because even if you have the regular G35 or regular Infiniti G37, you can still manually shift your G37 or G35. So we're going to show you how to do that. Right now I'm in normal mode, so you can't, unless you have paddle shifter, you cannot manually shift it. But if I put it to sport mode, which is dynamic sport right there, now I can manually shift and manually upshift and downshift. Let's talk about the basics of upshifting and downshifting before I demonstrate you. So for upshifting, the car's red line is about 7,400 RPM. So as long as you upshift before that RPM, you should be fine. Now, if you're just starting out, you've never manually shifted a car, I would probably, just to be on the safe side, shift around 4,000 RPM or so. Get a hang of it, really enjoy the car, try to figure out what the car is doing as you kind of rev out the engine, and then upshift around 4,000 RPM. Now the downshifting is where it gets tricky because when you downshift, the RPMs shoot up and it's really difficult to kind of predict. So I would say when you're downshifting, if your RPMs are already at 4,000 RPM, don't downshift because that could cause some problems. So I would probably let the RPMs come down to like 3,000, 2,000 RPM, and then you can downshift to get a little bit in the power band. Now, obviously, once you've kind of mastered it, you're gonna, be able to have a lot more fun and be able to do a lot more freely. But since you're just starting out, those are the basic guidelines I would follow to upshift and downshift your Infiniti G35 and Infiniti G37 without messing up anything in your car. So right now we're still in sport mode, but I'm gonna go ahead and engage the manual mode so you can see the difference. So right now it says DS, if you can see, but I'm gonna go ahead and bump the stick, or you can, pull it down, doesn't matter. Now I'm in 4th gear, as you can see. So now it's fully manual, so I can basically go ahead, keep going, get close to 4,000, 3,000 RPM, bump it up, and I'm a gear up. And as you go higher up in the gear, it's good for cruising, but your power band is gonna be in the lower gears. So I'm in 6th gear right now. We'll bump it up one more time, and now we're in 6th gear. So it's starting to cruise a little bit. It's a 7-speed automatic transmission, so that's the most I can go. I can go to 7th gear, bump it up one more time. But because it detects the speed is not where the 7th gear should be, that's one of the good things. It's not gonna shift it for you. So let's speed up a little bit. And now we're in 7th gear. So it has some protective measures, same for the downshifting, where it kind of helps you. If you don't know what you're doing, it's not gonna do something that you're not supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. So I would really encourage you to just kind of have fun with the manual mode and not worry about messing up anything, because the computer is always gonna try to protect the car. So now I'm gonna try to downshift because we're in 6th gear. Now I'm in 5th gear, RPM dropped a little bit, but not too much. We're gonna drop it one more. And now we're in 4th gear right now, and it's starting to get into the power band a little bit. Let's do one more drop, and you can see the RPMs at 3,000, 4,000 RPM. The car really pulls. But that's how you downshift, and downshift is where all the fun's at. This is where it's gonna get you in the power band and really make you enjoy the car. I'm in 4th right now. I can go to 5th if I just want to chill. And right now I'm just going to fifth, about 2,000 RPM or so, nothing too bad. But let's say I want to slow down and get into the power band. So I'm gonna pull it down. We're fourth gear now, about 2,000 RPM. But let's say I want to have a little bit fun. So we're gonna drop it one more. And now I'm in third gear, around 3,000 RPM. And that's where the fun is at, right? 3,000 and above is where it gets really fun. So pull it a little bit. Now in fourth gear, still at 3,000 RPM. So now I'm gonna show you a couple demos. I'm not gonna be talking. I want you to just observe my inputs and what the RPMs are reacting, okay? This will help you understand a little bit more without me talking. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's one of the best things. I don't know if you noticed, but the RPMs drop without me manually shifting, and it just changed the gear back to first gear. This actually is very useful if you don't know what you're doing and you're just learning. You don't have to worry about getting into the first gear every time you're stopping. The computer will automatically drop it for you, so you can start off in the first gear. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the same for downshifting. Just observe the inputs and see how the RPMs react to each downshift. I'm in 6th gear right now. It's not going to let me get into 7th gear because the speed isn't too high. So let's go ahead and just show you the downshift techniques. Just like that, you can just upshift and downshift the car without any problem. And now I'm gonna revert back to automatic shifting, and now the computer is gonna fully take over and you can just relax and not have to worry about manually shifting. So it's good that you have the option to manually shift the car, and as long as you follow those guidelines of upshifting and downshifting. And the other thing to keep in mind is the computer will always try to protect the car. So if you are, as you saw, I was trying to go into the 7th gear, it would not let me because it knows the speed is too low to be in the 7th gear. Same goes like if you're on the highway and then you actually want to downshift to 3rd or 2nd gear, it's going to deny you that shift because it's going to always try to protect the car. So you're never going to be in a position where you over rev the engine or get in a gear that you're not supposed to be in, because the computer's always looking out for you. And that to me makes it very enjoyable, because then you can truly have fun with the car and not have to worry about anything. But yeah guys, that's all I've got for how to manually shift your Infiniti G35 or Infiniti G37. It's insanely fun how to do that, and really makes an enjoyable experience with the car, because you're able to get into the right gear, have fun, and like I said, there's a lot of protective measures in place. So even if you screw up, you're not really gonna screw up. So I would say 4,000 RPM is a good guide when you're just starting out, to get a little bit of feel for the car. And once you know what you're doing, you can rev it all the way to 7,400 RPM, downshift like I was doing, and really get into the power band and have some fun. But when you're starting off, you want to play conservative. So 4,000 RPM is just a rough guide, where it's like a safe enough zone where you're not gonna feel like you're messing up. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more videos.